Security on a router is very important. If we see when we hit enter, it automatically logs us into the router. Same thing when we go into the privilege exec mode. It does not prompt us for a password. We want to buckle this down for security purposes. So let's go ahead and do that. To do that, we've got to go into the console port or the console configuration mode. So I've gone into the global config mode, and within the global config mode, we're going to go into line console 0, because there's only one console port on here. And to set a password, we use the password command, and then we give it the password we want to use. So in this case, we're going to say Cisco. We hit enter, and now that is the password for the line console 0. Now, what we need to do is we need to enable that. We use the login command to enable that. And now, when we exit out of here and log out, if I hit enter, it's going to prompt me for that password, and I'll have to enter in that password of Cisco before it lets us onto the router. Now that's for the line console, for us to console into this. But there are going to be times when we want to telnet into this or have some sort of virtual connection into this. So that's a different password. So we need to go into the virtual connections, the VTY connections, to change that. So what I'm going to do is go into enable, go into the conf t, or global config mode, and then we're going to go into line VTY 0 here again, and I actually have multiple VTY lines, so multiple connections can be made into this router. So to specify the range, I can go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or to, wherever I want to go. So to specify all of them, 0 to 4, I'm going to have 0 space 4, and it'll hit all the VTY lines all at once. So then here again, I'm going to type in password, the password I want to use, and I'll just use the same one here. And then I'll type in the login to activate it. And now, if I were to make a connection with Telnet, then that's the password that I'll have to put in to make that connection happen. So that's beginning to lock down the security involved on the router.